we'll see the Judicials taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense has the ball first today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching. Other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dores! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the toss. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
Well, one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Shakes off the defender. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's O'Neal.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here comes the option. Now the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in speed.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Gets the back moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. A low-line drive and not his best work. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right down the middle. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Now on the option. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! Fitted in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Fouls through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. On the option. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Powers through the defender. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the ground with the back. Across the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And a huge run from the back for 6.
man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quarterback on the keeper. The pitch. Finding an escape route. Quick step and go. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Judicials, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the back. Handoff to the fullback. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The Judicials come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, baby! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Offense working from the pistol. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Dores! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the target. All by himself. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
He'll do it himself. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. They got it. It's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, getting the block.
Smith dropping to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And to get rid of it quickly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Gets the first himself. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's York. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Judicials decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on the... Because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the 1st down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Off the play fake. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Schwartz. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palm
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Vandy. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. But, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Going for it all. Touchdown, Dores. Grabbed and in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pick. Was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had...
There he goes! finding open areas. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right here. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme away.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on! And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The timing on that pitch.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last two plays and forcing a third and goal? This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go.